now you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and themselves. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will...
About her. Petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle shadow. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First play, first pass for Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
After the sack on first down, Brady. And this one's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good run, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't win. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage.
And it'll be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. There he goes right side. 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And now, Charles, they're working with a short field, a chance to make this a two-score game, and these guys haven't even worked into a lather yet here in the first quarter.
Yeah, how about that? You score, you take it away, get an excellent return, and now you got a chance to go up 2 scores in this game.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Smith. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Throwing now is Geno. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady. intercepted a third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Lillette to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. To throw on second and 6, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
18, 5 years. Nothing, 19. Go street.
Now Geno on first down.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 13 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
That's caught, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to it. they'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, Trask. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Trask. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Again, it's Trask. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Trask. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Trask now from the 50. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
3rd and long for Trask. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll run for it. This is White. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. And that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 56 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play now looks better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They're going to have to stretch for this one. This is fourth down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're going like that.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Trask now. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate from a yard out. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From the 6. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Myers cancels on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Brady now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Brady, rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Back and reload. Lead now. Ozzie.
Now back to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal. As the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Trash throw taken in by Evans here.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
On 1st and 10, Trask.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The final shot before half for Brady. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. On the ball, now. Ready.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They snap it to Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Carlton Davis picks it.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Brady now on first down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Again, it's Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And now here's another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Warriors 70.
Lock it in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. He's got room at the 30, down to the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brady.
Finding Otten once more. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Cade Otten.
30 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Brady will look to throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Geno now to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So after the INT, it's Brady.
Complete right side to Otten.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Out route. He finds his man. It's Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 43 yards. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Again, Elmer Partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Brady's going to look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. It's Smith on the move to his left. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Smith going to throw it. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Bronco switch. Hey, crash. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Brady. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Hey, Alabama.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Brady to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throwing now, Smith. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. 52 yards. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. It's complete. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the two-point conversion. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Brady. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. On second and goal, Brady, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rachaad White from 3 yards out. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right. But in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Hey, ball 66.
One final try now for Brady. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
That's taken on the 25. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off, and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe venting in the sand. Can I fit up my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies attracting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for static. When you show your show, don't credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like overdog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my...
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22.
First play, first pass for Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. 10
yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at their 48-yard line.
Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact, and try and get his arms out of the sky.
Play action now. Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing, Cousins. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they work this out past the 25.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Buccaneers.
Brady now on first down. Right back to Chris Godwin. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin,
72 yards.
and the Bucs are back within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Brady now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing now is Brady. Just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Brady to throw again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try now for Succop. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at
14. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. For Kidder here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
At the Bucs 40-yard line.
On second down, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins now.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to...
Somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Games. God damn, it really must be.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. To the air right away is Brady.
Complete to open things up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Mike Evans. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man, complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson,
71 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. First offensive play, we scored to answer that. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
From the 27, Brady over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 44, Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. On
2nd down, here's Fournette.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Brady going to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Gage from 10 yards out.
And the Buccaneers have moved out in front.
Succop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him up?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. Touchdown! Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings us 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Josiah DeGuara.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Crosby connects on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here. Back and forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember they're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So hard to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put up scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turn. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
From the 29, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Fournette, first down carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On second down, here's Brady. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Brady. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. To throw, it's Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there on the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make the play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Throwing now is Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Rodgers now on first down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Off the squib kick, he corrals it inside the 25. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers now to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On first down, Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Brady now to throw. This is caught by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Brady. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Again, it's Brady.
To Evans on the slant. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
The baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Right here, 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. Then we hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones from 13 yards out. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though,
he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that
interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Well, it's still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Brady to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you'll get another one picked off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
He's got a man complete. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now Brady again. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers throwing here.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 62 yards.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Brady now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going. This time is right